Well, the camera would have been lined up exactly the same, except I moved it in it. Goodbye. Cursor keys and return. Just in case we start right, Commodore key for level skip. Rewind tape to beginning of side 2 and press play. Press fire button to continue. Fucking disaster again. And that's the disc version, so that's the fucking cocksucking pirates. That one, you can put that down to them. I don't have to be respectful to them, not at all, mate. If they'd been a bit more selective in what they fucking copied, might have had better C64 games in the late 80s. Zeppelin. I actually have a copy of Draconis for the Atari 8-bit computers, and apparently it's got stereo sound on the version I've got. I don't know if that makes it more valuable, I don't know. See, I can't load any of those. Don't even know what any of these games are. For some weird reason, game-based files are labelled with like 7 or 8 characters. I'm not using DOS, mate. Fucking wake up already. Obviously the people involved in that must have been, you know, heavy users and downloaders of, you know, ROMs and DOS emulators, I guess. Linux didn't have that problem, or the Mac, or the Amiga, or even the C64, which funnily enough has 15 characters. Bob's Full House. That would be Bob Monkhouse. Actually, nah, I don't want to play that. Don't mark tapes. What the hell is that? Oh, Hydra comes on 2 discs. I don't want to play Clacks. I don't want to play, is that Pictionary? Don't want to play Pit Fighters. Don't want to play Rampart. We've played Star Wars. Just go and watch that fucking holiday special already, mate. View to a Kill. I don't think it worked on the C64 and I tried it, and that was a lucky escape for me. Bobby Bearing. The school, well, the kids at the school I used to go to who had a Spectrum, I think Bobby Bearing was actually a bit of a hit with them. You know what, Nostalgia are the biggest cocksuckers of all the crackers. Hardly any of their games work with the SD to IC, and they have up their own fucking arse intros that won't just fuck off. Listen, Nostalgia, whoever you are, just fucking get a grip, alright? Because at the end of the day, you haven't redone Outrun in the most perfect possible way that the Victor or the Sid would allow. So get over your fucking selves, mate. And Ghosts and Goblins, your update, the music is shit. Fuck off. And it probably won't even work. And it probably will work just to annoy me now. It does work for a change. Hallelujah. Tell Jesus Christ it's working. So the graphics are as shit as the cracking ability of Nostalgia, which is fucking useless. So there's that. The music is annoying, like certain members of Nostalgia, fucking arseholes. And it's basically Marble Madness meets Spin Dizzy. I can't play a game with graphics like this. Fuck off. That's enough of that shit. So Bobby bearing may be good on the Spectrum. And not having any music would be an improvement on the C64 version. And they're used to graphics like that on the Spectrum. Have I played Shadow Skimmer? Yeah, why are all the files a bit mixed up? Anyway, Risk is a great game. However, I used to own that, so we won't be playing that. See, Super Sprint is not by the edge. Must have been drunk when I made this directory. Played Desolator, Eye of Horus. I have a video of it, but I couldn't get the stupid elevators to work. What the hell is Hypercars? Nah, it's probably shit. Power Track, Max Overdrive. Played Inside Outing and Jungle Hunt. Let's try Shadow Skimmer. Hey! Jesus Christ. Well, at least Pugsy knows what he's doing. Unlike them pricks at Nostalgia. Yeah, be careful with the fly through walls, as it will likely ruin the game. Yeah. Yeah, you're not supposed to be able to fly through the walls, it's a maze game. But that's good for me, because I couldn't work out what we're supposed to do on this game, anyway. Need instructions for this game, can't really play it without them. So I don't know what you're supposed to do. So how would you get out of this section then? Ooh, level 2 is it? Is this level 3 now? What the hell's going on? It's a bit weird, isn't it? Woo! Exploring the outer reaches of the game. It's like Tron, we've escaped the grid, the game grid. Want him in the games until he dies playing. Yeah! Well, I'm not going to die playing this game, so enough of that shit. Yeah, I can't find where I've actually saved all the properly set out games based on you know, the publisher that I set up. See, I can't load the other Livewire stuff, and I played all 3 of those. Star Battle, let's give that a go. Hey. I got milk, I got tea bag, I ain't got any sweetener worth of shit, so I haven't had tea for a week. Well, that's called Star Battles. I don't know if that's the original loading screen. Goes no for everything. Oh, I thought it crashed. Oh no, we've got the Tesco Value Laser business going on. Come on, let me fucking fire again, you cunt. So I have to wait for it to completely cool down before you can fire again. Atlantis says it all. That was a training mission. Let's try two. Right, okay. So it's like Star Raiders 2. Now Star Raiders 2 is a really shit game on the C64. Because whoever designed it is a fucking cocksucker. Brilliant on the Atari, it's pretty damn good on the Amstrad as well. But the C64 version is horrible, really horrible bit of coding. And the graphics are shit on it as well. So. You know what, mate? I've got a fucking pair of Atari 800s upstairs and about 4 disk drives, and I've probably got this game on a huge stack of cracked discs I've got for it. So I'm going to have to say that's a big no on that one. Let's try Galactic Assault. Man, I hope I ordered more Garibaldi biscuits, and I hope they're in stock. Life's cheap, no. When did this game come out? Didn't say actually, I'm probably too embarrassed. Could be Joystick Port 1. Okay, that wasn't very difficult. Right, I did seem to lose some energy. Well, your energy goes down all the time anyway. So does it go up when I collect the chocolate fucking coins? Well, it's running out of energy anyway. If you keep your finger on the fire button, so there's that. Gonna blame trouble there with that one. Those fucking things are really annoying. I don't think they actually top up your energy. No, they don't. So how do you get more energy then? Shit. What are you going to do with your A-boot? You're a bit of a bully now, ain't you? Maybe he bullied you. I'm pretty sure he did intimidate you when you was little, and now because you're big, you're getting your own back on him, are you? Played most of these games. 3D WATERSKI didn't actually work on the C64, the SD-to-IC, but it did load. It's like the game had crashed. Yeah. Let's go for broke. There's only 2 Garibaldi biscuits left. Oh, actually, this might be joystick port 1. Oh shit. So this is the game. Nice of them to include the spectrum aspect ratio and font. Actually, I don't think they are exactly the same. Perhaps doing the ramp a different colour would help me. Ah, why can't the boat go over there? Let's try having a go without booting in front of the bloody screen. That was a bit of a risky one there. So the graphics are a bit shit, but it's quite an early game. What the hell, we didn't touch nothing, did we? What's this boat made out of? Fucking TNT? For fuck's sake. Well, that's that one sorted. Never have to play that again. There's no real way to I don't know how you set, you know, the file and then go into the classic mode. I don't actually know unless you do that from the menu. Just boot mode, classic, right? Okay. See, now the problem here is, no, I just press run stop. So that skipped any kind of addictable. No. Breakout knockoff with Bounder graphics, but actually there is a difference. It's like downfall, isn't it? Screen catches up with you and you have to clear the bastard things and not get crushed, I suppose. Something just hit me, but I didn't have any oh right, so he's going to get in trouble now. No. You get over there, you little bastard. So it's an interesting idea. But, you know, as always with these kind of games, I would just say, why don't you like Arkanoid? Because if you're buying this game, that means you went out of your way not to buy Arkanoid. And Arkanoid is perfect for the C64. It couldn't have been done any better. And the arcade gameplay is all intact. And the people who made the arcade game know more about designing games than most, you know, home computer software companies. So, you know, why didn't you buy Arkanoid? Is my response to all these kind of games. So that's another one ticked off the list, bucket of shit list. don't know if that's good actually, or if it's like... Well, they're not runnable files from what I can tell there. Model builder, I think I played that actually. Hey! Gauntlet knockoffs. Let's see if fucking Garrison works. The only version I could get to work on the SD to IC didn't have the awesome intro music. So I've set skip intro to no. So it should actually have the intro. Drive error. I told you, Nostalgia are a bunch of cocksuckers. They're fucking useless, they are. Absolutely fucking useless. And they're up their own arse as well. Nothing you can do about that. So I've got the, you know, the disk loading in compatibility mode, because that's with it speeded up. So nothing I can do about that. Don't think I've got another copy on here actually. Crackdown. You know what? I don't think I've ever played Crackdown. No, it's probably joystick port 2 if it is. Let's hope it's not them nostalgia cocksuckers. That's a bit better. He says, infinite health. Yeah, go on. Yeah, go on. Yeah, why not? I don't know if it's loaded now. Yeah, I think this is the version I had on the SD to AC. So they keep the shit music. I think they all look shit whichever one you select anyway. Already chosen figure for player one, isn't it? Oh no, it's joystick port 1, isn't it? We're doing so well there. Hey. Well, I pressed space to start, so I don't know if it's loading. There used to be a flashing disc icon, now it's like an up arrow. Yep. So between all the shit cracks and the shit lack of menu options on the C64, I like the C64 quite. Yeah, I'm really getting down the old, you know, the dumb sounding pronunciation. Is that Accolades Grand Prix circuit? No, I played that to death anyway. Well, these don't look like good games. Maybe there are no good games that begin with the letter G. that I haven't played. Firefox. Oh, I know what Firepower is. That was on the Amiga. It's like Return Fire on the 3DO. Might even be by the same people. Who knows, sir? There you go. Nostalgia, take note. That's how you do a crack throat. I press space, you fuck off. Right, at least it's okay. Do you want the instructions? Yeah, I think I did play that on the Amiga actually. I don't know if I had an original or a copy. 1990, yeah. Would have been burnt by a lot of shit arcade conversions on the Amiga. Okay, it's a bit badly coded already. So they've decided to put the status bar vertically on the side. So there's no hardware scrolling possible. Well, that was a stupid idea. What cocksucker thought that would be a good idea? Alright, why am I following the road? Exactly, I've got a tank. This is actually like a 1983 game, really, in every way. Bad idea to do a vertical status panel on radar. Do it on the bottom, you fucking idiots. Now obviously if the two-player game has got two screens side by side, but there's not enough room for that I can see. Who knows? That's really shit. It is actually like a 1984 or 85 budget game. You'd have to think twice about buying. So the scrolling is shit, the graphics is shit. I think it's all full colour. I might be wrong. The colours are so horrible, you can't tell. Yeah, dark grey, which is medium grey on the C64. Yellow, orange and green. Alright, new rule, 4 colour games, they can just fuck off. There's no reason to have a 4 colour game on the C64. Trying to think, do I want to play Forgotten Worlds? Let's find out what Firefox is anyway. I can't tell if it's loading actually. Just fuck off with your shit, crack throats, mate. Yeah, what are we going to do with you, Boot? F3 it is then. Considering it might not work, there's no point reading the instructions if you don't know if the game works. I don't know if this means the game is working. You're probably having an epileptic fit like Bart Simpson on the floor after watching those Japanese, you know, Are they actually Transformers or GoBots, or is it a knockoff? Anyway, he's watching them in the hotel room, and then it falls over on the floor, rolling around, because they're flashing colours. I don't actually know if this is loading. Nah, this is no good. I need my fix of C64 gaming every day. And losing that SD card, stroke, the cats might have fucking picked it up and you know, played with it, and fuck knows where that would be in this house now. Yes. Wouldn't it be funny if you had to press space to make it start at the moment? Not worth letting your coffee go cold over, I bet. It's a bit of a pity because I don't actually know what this game is. Actually, I had Firefox, but not Firefox, which I don't believe has been released on Blu-ray. So there is that, and the DVD is fucking stupidly widescreen, as I like to call it, or CinemaScope as the knobs with it in sandals would call it. Wow, this tobacco is really bad. This is Cyprus quality tobacco. There's even more fucking twigs and stems in it than usual. Oh well. Well, it's taken so long, it must have loaded. No, definitely not any key on the keyboard. Well, we have got the, you know, accelerated disk loading turned off. I don't know why they call it that. It's not really accelerated, it's just slightly less accurate. But when you turn it off, it's not accurate enough to run things that an SD to IEC won't load most of the time. So there's that. I don't think it's going to work. But I'm making a roll up anyway. And the coffee's already gone lukewarm. God damn it. I should have just done a bloody coronavirus diary shit. But I don't like playing Blue Max on this shit joystick on the 364 full size Maxi. So there's that. Funny thing, I haven't really come up with another game to replace Blue Max for that particular purpose. And I don't like playing Blue Max because wiped out any memories I might have had of playing that back then in the 80s now. I played it so often. At least I could do myself the, you know, the courtesy of playing it on real hardware. So you know what? The problem with the C64 full size, or the Mini I suppose even more so, is yeah, I ain't got a problem with the fact that it's not a real VIC-2 or SID chip in there. That is not the problem at all. Even the HDMI only output, that's fine. My problem is all the bullshit with oh yeah, by the way, if it's a game with joystick port 1, you have to rename the files. What fucking cocksucker thought that was a good idea when the emulator's got a built-in keyboard shortcut? And no, you can't press Alt and J using the virtual keyboard because it don't work like that. It's like saying, well, unplug the, you know, the microswitched USB joystick and plug it in the other USB port. Again, don't work like that. And seeing as there's no actual, you know, extensive archive where things are separated into joystick port 1 and 2, you can't even like plug in, you know, this, the only other USB joystick I've got is from the C64 Mini. So you'd want to do it so basically the day you're gonna, you know, play joystick port 1 games, you plug that one in first and then plug the micro switch one in later. This ain't gonna fucking load. So it's a disaster. Not really any more reliable than a SD to IEC, and you can get around that by using a Tapuino anyway. Oh, someone asked me if I played Encounter actually. Don't actually like Encounter on the C64 though. If you're going to play Encounter, you should really play it on the Atari, and even better, you should just play Backlash on an Amiga or ST. I don't really have any nostalgia for that game. I think I might have tried it once or twice on the Atari, but even then. Well, it's interesting. Something called Die Hard for the C64. Is that, you know, the John McClane movie? Go away with your fucking crack throat. Ah, fuck off. You want to impress me? Go and fucking write an Outrun style game that blows me away. Otherwise just go fucking blow yourselves up, you dumb cocksuckers. I don't like crackers, I have to say, because I used to buy original games on my C64, which means, you know, when the game started to become shit on the C64, then I was getting ripped off. Then the amount of shit games went up a lot. So this is a 1990 game, I can't remember when the film came out actually. By some miracle we've managed to find some actual dried tobacco leaves in between all the fucking twigs and stems and shit. Fucking bollocks, mate. Yeah, go on then. Demo, yeah. Be interesting because I've never seen this. Oh no, it's Activision. What a bunch of cocksuckers they were. The only Activision games worth playing are the early ones. Which reminds me, I haven't played Park Patrol yet. So maybe we load up Park Patrol next. And possibly quite quickly if this doesn't work and or is shit. Leaving my options open there. Not very good music. Definitely is from the film. Although that looks like fucking what's that guy's name? Oh, Larry Bundy Jr. with his t-shirt off. So the movement's quite smooth. Background graphics are actually okay, not for 1990, maybe for 1983. What does that mean? space let you use a gun? No. How do I use a gun then? Okay, well this is the only room you can go in. Park Patrol it is then. Actually, Park Patrol might be a joystick port 1 game. I think it's 1984. Let's see that. Well, someone chucked something through the letterbox. A bit early for the postman. So I guess it's some useless leaflets I don't want. Now with the added free bonus of possibly coronavirus on them as well, which I also don't want. And 2 negatives don't make a positive in that case. Yeah, Park Patrol Commodore 4. That's a Firebird release. Yeah, I'm sure it was a Firebird game. We'll go with that. Yeah, the way they've done the menu system to show the file now is not good. I'm sure Linux supports more than fucking 20 characters or whatever. It is Park Patrol. My psychic powers did not fail me. Why is that arrow stuck there in the corner? That's not my TV, I know that. I wonder what that's all about. Of course, battery lights flashing as soon as we find something that might be worth playing. Firebird not very good with the old loaders, are they? I never really bought many Firebird games. Thrust was one. I'm sure Thrust was a Firebird game. I think BMX Kids was Firebird as well. I had Eyeball and Warhawk, and I think Warhawk is Firebird too. You got any suggestions, Boot, what we're going to do with you? Attacking your daddy all the time? Funny thing is he's a lovely cat to everyone, except except one cat in the house, which happens to be his dad. Now, of course, a male cat will never ever understand the concept of, you know, a few seconds of pleasure and 3 months later something that pops out of the one you had a few seconds of pleasure with is actually his. There's no way for them to know that.